Hey, it's your buddy Tim Show back with another Raid Shadow Legends video, and I feel like Plarium is riding dirty. I got three areas I want to talk about, and we can get into it after the intro. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, well, happy Thursday. Hope everybody's doing well, and you're looking forward to the weekend where a lot of stuff is going to be coming down the pipe. And some of it I'm going to talk about, and some of it I'm going to ignore for now. But the things that I want to talk about are threefold. Three areas that I think Plarium might be rolling dirty. And what I mean by rolling dirty is doing some nefarious stuff and having some nefarious things happen, and rolling out champions that I think are going to break the game and make certain areas of this game anti-fun. So let's talk about the first thing that I heard, and that regards shard pulls. So I saw a video, and I think it was Dark Microtransaction had released a statement from Stu Gaming as he was kind of on his way out the door, and apparently he has a back channel, and the back channel told him that that all shards are coded, and they're coded from when you bought them. So if you bought a shard on a non 2x event, then you're not getting 2x the chances on that shard. So that seems super lame to me, right? And I'll tell you, anecdotally, I've always thought stored shards did not do very well in those 2x events. So it makes sense to me. I think that is probably happening, and I think they probably could get in trouble for that, because I don't think you're allowed to tell people they got a 2x chance of getting something if the shard that they have actually does not have a 2x chance. So I think that's super lame. I hope that's not true, but I would not put it past them. Now, is it super nefarious and they're trying to rip you off? I don't think so. I think it's probably coding, and they didn't want to have to go back and recode it, so they're just like, screw it, nobody will figure that out. So the second thing I wanted to talk about was, let me show you a buddy of mine. And if you've been around Platinum Arena, this guy, you see him a lot. Big Gun Jay, I think Big Guy Jay, sometimes he goes, and Big Guy Juan. I think he puts in different names here, but he's always up in Platinum Arena, and he had his account stolen. And I don't know if you've ever gone through that, but it's pretty awful. About 6 months ago, I had my account stolen, and it is a traumatic event. Now, Plarium, God bless him, stood up, got me my account back, and actually made me whole with shards and everything. And I told Jay, I said, they'll get it back, right? But it takes them a while. It took 7 or 8 days to get it back, and I missed a fusion. It was just a high tower guy. I ended up pulling him at some point, but never use him. But I hate to miss fusions. But yeah, if anybody knows anybody or has any information, leave me a comment, and I can forward that to BGJ, and we can hopefully get his account back in quick time. Now, the third thing I wanted to talk about, and this is, I think, the probably most important, is this guy. I believe this guy is going to ruin the game. Well, at least the part of the game that I still find a lot of fun, and that is Arena. Because this is the most ridiculous skill, especially nowadays, right? So follow along with me here. They tried to balance resistance and accuracy by saying, if you have 100 resistance and 100 accuracy, you're pretty much going to land it. Like 92% you're going to land it, right? You have to have considerably more resistance and accuracy to actually start to avoid getting landed on. Now the problem is when you build high accuracy, you're trying to do other things as well, right? Where high resistance, you just want high resistance, right? I just want some high resistance, so you can go hog wild on resistance. But if you're a Gaius or a Madam or a Kymar, you need some other stats. You need speed. You need to be in the turn order. You need to do all these things to make, like Gaius especially, right? The new bomb champions, like you have to have high resistance, high damage. You have to have the right speed, crit rate, I mean, it's, to bring a champion in that's going to bump everyone's resistance 50%, makes bomb champions and And Hex Champion's just completely worthless, right? So let me show you. I don't even really have great high resistance champions. Obviously, my Mithrala is what, like 1,050 resistance when all is said and done. And then I have a Cardial who is at what, 683. But if you add 50% of that, what's that, 240? 340, that's what, like over 1,000 resistance on that Cardial. I have a Duchess who's about 500. I have I have this gal, Raglan, who is like 600 and something. So they're all going to be right around 1,000 resistance when this is all said and done. Which, if you've been in upper level arenas lately, you'll know that people are running these real high resistance teams, and they are very, very difficult to deal with. Where's one? Like, so this team here, this is a high resistance team, right? 431 team power, which means he's got high resistance. He's slow, and so I would look at a team like this, and I would run. Let me show you a team I built to try to handle teams like that, and that's this team. So I took my second Kymar, and I obviously slowed him down as much as I could and got as much accuracy as I could on him, right? So he's got 560 accuracy, going 269. Yoshi's my fastest champion at 281, but with Kymar's speed lead, he gets a little extra. I didn't care really about anything else. Some survivability is what I wanted to get on him. And his whole job is to get increased accuracy. So instead of 560 accuracy on my Kymar, he's going to have another, 225, 230 accuracy. So he'll be 800 accuracy for the Kymar. Then I got a 735 accuracy Warlord, running almost 230 speed, obviously trying to lock everybody out. And then Gaius, who is a very, very tough build, right? 335 accuracy, 6,800 attack, crit rate and crit damage, because I found the bombs by themselves just weren't adequate. So I try to bring this team in against teams like this, right? And so I'm guessing, these two and maybe even their Siffy have probably, who knows, 700-800 resistance, and you throw in a guy that's gonna put half of that. They're gonna have 12 to 1,500 resistance. You're never getting anything off on them. I'm not sure how you can even make that happen. So okay, so I get to go first. Let's see if I can land anything. Okay, so now I have, he's what did I say, like 800? Let's see if I can land anything. Okay, so I got everything off. Good. Then, I hate to wake somebody up. Let's wake him up. He seems the least formidable. Okay, so maybe this is, and yeah, I mean, I didn't get bombs on who I need to get bombs on, right? So let's try it again. No, he's dead. He's dead. And for some reason, Rhodos, it doesn't, because Siffy. So Rhodos just loses his bombs. So you can't get bombs on Rhodos at all, right? These two are too high resist for me to get bombs on. So imagine when they have so much more resistance. Like, how are you ever going to be able to make that work? And this isn't even a stall team. Like, they put a Mithrala in there and a Withered. You put Mithrala, Withered, a high resistance Duchess or Siffy, and then this guy who's gonna put 1.5 times their resistance on him. I don't see that anybody has a prayer. So let's go back, and you could say, well, you just got to put a different nuker in. All right, so let's find, it was this guy, right? So we'll go ahead. They're blues and greens. So like a Trunda would be pretty decent, right? Because she's blue, so she's gonna strong hit their Duchess, and neutral affinity to her, and then the other two are And I'll show you my Trunda. 672 attack, 100 crit rate, 254 crit damage, and then I tried to go low accuracy. Now the trouble with obviously Yoshi is he's going to put another 70 accuracy or so on that, and so she'll be at 200. But they're high resistance, so it shouldn't be too bad. So let's see how this goes. Let's see how this goes. Now watch me kill him. Like, that would be ridiculous, right? Come on. Come on. Okay, so I got all the, and then I got that all. Okay. But he's protecting the Rotos, and he's going to lose the, look at this. Look at this. Let's see if, oh gosh, the Yoshi's landing the stuns. Look at that. So, okay, so that worked out. But again, that's not a super high. Let's see if I can find. No one's really running a stall team right now. So, I mean, this guy. Yeah, I mean, but this guy's a superstar, right? I mean, I'll run against it, but I don't have a prayer. She's gonna weak hit this guy. Hopefully I can just get if I can just get a turn. Gaius doesn't have a prayer of landing any of his bombs. Well, I don't know. 401. That's not a stall team. I want a stall team. I want to show y'all. So this might be a good one with Mithrala. Okay, let's try this one. Because she's just gonna wipe. She's gonna wipe whatever you put on her, right? And then if you again add 50% more accuracy, she's just. I mean, there's like nothing you can do. Yeah, and that's another problem. Is yeah, when they counterattack, because you have to go so high accuracy, you've got no other stats. You've got no other way to protect yourself. So when they counterattack, you're just dead. So that the candy counterattacks, or if they're, anybody counterattacks, you're just toast. So that's what I mean by you can't deal with it. And these are teams. First of all, these aren't even really good teams. If I could find a real stall team. So I put kind of a stall team in on my side. But if I could find a real stall team, I would show you. This is the team we just beat, right? Come on, give me a stall team. This might be one. This is one. Here, this is a good one. So, yeah, so resistance aura, high resistance Duchess, Mithrala, and then some damage, which is midweek kind of stall team. And you'll see, I don't know how you fight this team. And then again, if you're going to add this new guy who's going to come through and keep you from keep all the resistances up to God knows what number. And we got pretty lucky. So we might actually win this. Let's see. So, I mean, this is obviously, I think, the best answer to these teams. But again, it's not going to work. It's not going to work when this Duchess has, 500 more resistance or however much more she'll have. Let's say she had 700 resistance. She's going to have another 350 resistance. She's going to be 1,050. I'm not going to land anything on her. So I didn't win because, yeah, I don't know how you beat teams like this, which is kind of why I run them. So, yeah. So we'll just end that battle. So anyway, tell me what you think. I honestly think this guy coming in, people are just going to run high resist with him going real fast just to get that buff up. And yeah, and I think you're just screwed. I think you're just screwed. So here's kind of another weakish high resisting. Anyway, I'm going to call that a video. Let me know what you think about these new champions coming out. I didn't really talk about the other guy, the Fragment Fusion. He seems goofy to me. He's putting provokes and leeches, and he works off his provokes, and they're talking about him being a Hydra champion, but obviously you can't provoke Hydra. I mean, it's just nonsense. Again, I don't know. Plarium doesn't play their game or something. But yeah, so have a great weekend. We'll see you tomorrow for the next video. God bless.